Okay, so I have this thing where whenever I enter into a new room, I have to turn on a light because I don't know what's going to be around corners. And after watching this movie, my fear in that is absolutely 100% justified because just keep all lights on, and you'll be able to see stuff coming from a mile away. That's all I'm gonna say. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Daniel Strong from QuickTime Reactions, and tonight was a double feature, and I'm actually recording the second film that I saw before my first one. Um, and the second film that I saw tonight was The Conjuring: Last Rites. This is purportedly the final installment of the Conjuring franchise, and once again stars Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson as Lorraine and Ed Warren, and we also have Mia Tomlinson, Ben Hardy, Steve Cutler, Elliot Cowan, Rebecca Calder, as well as a whole host of other people. And this time we look into the Warrens' last ever case, the Smurl House, which took place in 1986. But as they start to dig deeper into what is going on at the Smurl House, they soon realize that this might be their most personal haunting that they ever encounter. So, are they able to rid the evil demons out of this house? We shall see. So, my kind of exposure to the whole Conjuring franchise has really been through other people's reactions and just kind of the reactions that I've gotten from horror YouTube channels that I watch. And to me, Conjuring is probably up there as maybe one of the most popular horror franchises out there, and probably one of the most recognizable. Like, you say Conjuring, and people immediately know what you're talking about. And the only one that I can think of in the past 10 years that would probably elicit a similar reaction could potentially be Terrifier. Like, it's probably on the same level as when you say the names of the horror movies, it's like you immediately know what people are thinking about. And so I had in my preconceived notion, I was like, okay, so there's going to be quite a bit of jump scares, and there's going to be a lot of, demonic stuff happening, going around. And half of that was correct. There was a lot of demonic stuff happening, but there wasn't really a lot of jump scares in this movie. And I actually felt like because whenever I watch horror movies and whenever I sense a jump scare's happening, I immediately cover my face to avoid seeing the jump scare. And I felt like I actually watched more of the film than I typically would in a horror movie. I should say the actors in this all did an absolutely amazing job. I mean, what else can I say about Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson in their portrayal of Lorraine and Ed? It's absolutely amazing. Mia Tomlinson did a really good job of portraying their daughter, Judy. Ben Hardy as Judy's husband. I thought he did a really good job. And the Smurl family, I thought all of them did a really good job. Even down to like the little kids. I thought the little kids did an absolutely amazing job. Michael Chavez once again returns to direct. I think he has been in the driver's seat since the third one, which was Devil Made Me Do It. I believe James Wan did 1 and 2, and then Chavez did Devil Made Me Do It, and then this one. And the script was written by, I'm going to see if I can try and get all the names here, David Leslie Johnson McGoldrick, why am I blanking on the Ian Goldberg and Richard Nanig. I probably said that last name incorrectly. With the story done by McGoldrick and James Wan. And I thought they did a really good job of like fleshing out the characters. Of course, Ed and Lorraine, that was pretty easy. But giving the husband, I thought really good and interesting backstory, which he confines in Ed when they're at the Smurl house. I thought that was really, really interesting. They made the Smurls like really like down to earth people, and that you want to care about them when all the haunting is going on inside of the house. And I thought they did a masterful job at making them down to earth and a family that you would want to care about and actually want to see survive this type of movie. But I think the standout for me is probably Mia Tomlinson. She goes through a wide range of emotions in this movie, and I think she portrays them very, very well. Going from like happy to scared really, really quickly. Like sometimes, well, maybe not in the same scene, but like it ping pongs back and forth between like happy moments and scared moments for her. And I thought she did a really good job kind of finding that balance. But like I said earlier, this was not necessarily kind of the jump scare fest that I thought it was going to be. This was more tension based. And the reason why I felt like this was more tension based is because, of course, these are based off of true stories. And that thought was rumbling in my head while I was watching this movie. I was like, this actually happened. Like, we have actual footage, because they always show it at the end of the credits. They show the pictures and all the footage and stuff from the actual thing. And I'm just like, that would be scary if that actually happened to me. So like watching this, I'm putting myself in their shoes, and that just makes it an immediate like nope for me. And I think that's kind of the magic of these Conjuring films, is like you get placed in these people's shoes and have to go through what they went through, and it's very impactful, and it leaves you a bit shaken. So yeah, this was a really, really good movie. I wouldn't say it's necessarily like the best horror movie of the year, but it is a solid entry for the year. I can't testify and say like this is the best Conjuring movie, but it is still a really solid film. Great performances in the cast. The writing in it is also really, really good, and that air of tension throughout the whole film. Well, maybe not the whole film, but certain sections of the film, I think make it a really solid entry into this franchise. Now, whether it's the end, who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, that is my review of Conjuring Last Rites. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought of this movie. But yeah, that is pretty much it for me, guys. Be safe out there, and if any person in the comments says, "Oh, you should go check out the Warren Mobile Museum," I'm going to immediately like delete your comment, because I don't want to tempt that. I don't want any, like, you see how I just got jumped by my buckle falling? Like, I don't want that bad juju in my life. I don't want that. I don't want that in my life. I'm just going to stay away. And I will see you guys next time.